Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about SEO link building. We're going to be talking about exactly how you can build more than 80 high DA websites backlinks to your website within the next 30 days. Now, as you can see on the screen right here, this is our old website. We started link building for this website around January 2018. And as you can see, there was a massive spike. Now we're going to show you why there was a massive spike. And we're also going to be showing you how we managed to get 55 referring domains, 475 backlinks, and domains that have DRs in the 90s, 70s, and 60s. So if you want these high domain authority websites, DR is a much more accurate metric than DA. But the majority of these websites are a DA 50 or above. So if you want to find out how you can build the same links for your website, watch this video, and in the end you're going to know exactly how. Okay, let's jump straight into the mini presentation that I have prepared here. So, quick question for you. What are some of the most trusted sites on the internet? I'll give you a second, think about it. Now, I'm going to go out on a wild guess and pretty much guarantee that you use one of these sites on a daily basis. And to answer the previous question, the logos that you see right now, these are some of the most trusted sites and companies on the internet today. So that being said, let's move on to another question. What's a major ranking signal right now in SEO? It's links. Link building is the most important ranking factor in SEO right now. A lot of people like to make up theories about, SEO being a certain way, and for you to rank on page 1 you need to do these million different things, when the reality is 80% of your results in SEO are going to come from 20% of your efforts. And those 20% of your efforts in SEO are going to be link building. Link building will get you 80% of the way. In most cases, for example, with local SEO, like we've covered in a previous video, links will get you 90% of the way. So, that being said, we've talked about, some of the most trusted sites on the internet. We've spoken about the fact that you probably use at least one of these sites on a daily basis. So, we know what the most trusted sites on the internet are. We know that links are important. So, let me ask you this. What if you could get links from the most trusted sites on the internet to your website? Firstly, why is this important? Well, this is how the algorithm works in a very, very basic way. I'm going to put this in such a basic way that it really doesn't need to be more difficult than this. Google and its algorithm is like a popularity contest. The more trusted and popular friends you have, aka websites that are linking to you, the better your website will perform. It's really that simple, and I don't know why people overcomplicate it. I feel like they purposefully try to make it more difficult for themselves. But the reality is, getting links from trusted websites that have high authority is going to have the biggest impact on your SEO campaign success. So, if you haven't realized by now, you can get links from these trusted sites. Before we move into sort of the specifics on how to do this, let's talk about why it's important, and also what we call this, or what this is known as in the SEO community. Now, this has been around for a while. I haven't created this. Clicks from Search hasn't created this. It's called the social fortress. This is where you build and defend your brand online. take it this way. This isn't just about building links and trust to your site. It's not just about that. It's also about the fact that you need to own your name. As a business online, you need to 100% own your brand name. For example, if your business is called Bob's Plumbing Services, and on Facebook you've registered it as Bob's Plumbing Services, on Twitter you've registered it as Bob's Plumbing Services, and on Instagram it's Bob's Services, it pays to have it consistent, your brand be consistent all across the board. If somebody else registers Bob's Plumbing Services on Instagram, for example, and they start posting, photos that aren't necessarily appropriate, what is that going to do for your brand and your brand image? Even if a customer sees that for a split second, they're going to be thinking, whoa, why is that posted on there like that? And that's because you haven't secured your brand and somebody else has gone and done that, and they've used it to harm your brand image. So it's not just about the links, it's also about protecting your brand online. Now, of course, that was just an example. Most of the time you're not going to get someone searching for Bob's Plumbing Services on Instagram, but if they search for Bob's Plumbing Services on Google and that Instagram page comes up on the first page and they click on it, then you see how that could end up damaging your brand image. So what are some of the benefits of building social profiles? Like we talked about, defending your brand name online is the key point that I want to make here. You have to own your name online. If you have a website, for example, you want to own the .com, you want to own the .org, the .net, the versions, every single version of your site, you want to own it. Another point is that it establishes your business as trustworthy by associating with other trusted brands. We talked about this earlier. If you have some of the most trusted sites on the internet linking to you, you're associated with those brands, and therefore your website's trust in the algorithm's sort of mind is going to increase. You're going to be more trustworthy. And this is very normal. When a business opens up, they're expected to have social media. They're expected to have a social media presence, especially in this day and age. So if you don't have these things, then you're being left behind. Now, the baseline would be to have the sites that we talked about earlier, right? Some of the most trusted sites on the internet: the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Tumblr, and Reddit. However, I want to show you something now which is going to blow your mind. I hope you're ready for this. Okay, so this is a website called Noam. Noam allows you to check your brand name across over 500 social networks or social platforms online. So let's have a look. Let's take our old website, Tip Top SEO Agency. If we have a look at the name, we just type it in, click check it like we just did there, and we can see that the majority of them we've registered. Now, the reason why we haven't registered Facebook, for example, I think you need to have a certain number of people to like your page in order to actually register a name. Same with YouTube, you need a certain number of subscribers to actually have your own URL as Tip Top SEO Agency in this example. But I want to show you something else. If we dive deeper, we can see that there's more sites right here. We dive even deeper and we can see that there's even more sites here. We go another level. These are business social networks. We go on to community. We go on to design. We go on to entertainment, health, information, microblogging, music, news. Now, all of these aren't going to be relevant for your business. Obviously pick the ones that are relevant. We have travel, video. We have tech up here. There's about 600 on here. 600 profiles that you can register today. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this all in one go. I would say stick to batches of about 100. So the thing is with these, right? You want to be able to protect your brand name, right? You want to register on all of these, as many of these as you possibly can. Now, I do have to mention that not all 600 of these allow you to set a link back to your website. Around 150 of these to 200 of these do allow you to place a link back to your website. But the main point I want to get across here is you need to register your brand name across all of them. And if not all of them, at least the ones that have a link going back to your website. That's how we built these links. Now, I know I showed you guys the referring domains earlier and the domain rating, but I blurred out the sites just to keep that bit of interest there. So these are the sites. This is literally it. If you have a look, apart from Yelp and Yelp, these are all the social profiles that are here. So it starts from 90, and it literally, the first page, they're all above DR 60. And like I mentioned before, DR is, in my opinion, a more accurate metric than DA. So how do you get started? Because if you were to go through all of this right now, 600, to figure out which ones allow you to place links is going to take some time. So what I've done is I've created a list of around 210 social profiles within here, and some that aren't even in here. For example, like, I'm pretty sure TED, like as in TED Talks, you can register a profile, but it isn't listed in here as far as I can remember. But the list that I'm going to be giving you guys for free includes that in there. So if you want that list, if you want to start building up the referring domains and backlinks to your website, then I would highly recommend that you click on the link below and enter your email address, enter your name, and you're going to be sent. Actually, I think I'm going to set it up as a Facebook Messenger bot, so it will just go into your Facebook Messenger and I'll send it to you directly. Trying to build a little bit of a list. So the channel has been growing, only with 2 videos on the channel, which is crazy. We're already at 25 subscribers at the time of recording this, and we've only uploaded 2 videos. So things are going well, and I think now is about the time to start building a bit of a list, and obviously we'll be providing a lot more value on those lists, and you'll be notified when we upload videos, and you'll also be receiving some bonus additional content completely for free. So if you want the list of over 200 social profiles that you can literally register today and get these links sent to your website, then go and click that link. In terms of actually creating these, I would say, so let's have a look at what we did, right? Around January 2018, I started building a lot of these. Like, I mean, probably around 200 a month. Now, you don't want to do that. Here's why. This massive spike came from me building 200 with every single month up until March. And then once they started getting indexed and picked up, that's when Ahrefs has registered them. If we actually take a look at this site's search console, we have over 1,000 links pointed at the site. Now, that's extreme. You don't want to go to those lengths. Just build 50 at a time. 50 per month is more than enough. If you'd like to build 100, then that's fine too. Out of the 100 you build, around 20 to 30 of those will be indexed. Now, if you build 50, you're going to get around, if my maths is correct here, you're going to get between 10 and 15 indexed per month out of 50, which is completely fine. 10 or 15 high DR links, high DA links every single month like this is more than enough. So like we talked about before, the reason why we want to build these links is first and foremost to protect your brand online. The second reason is to build these high DA, high DR links to your website. Now, the third reason that I want to talk about here is the anchor text that goes to your website. By doing this, your anchor text is going to look a lot more natural. Way more natural, because the links that you set on these profiles are going to be either naked links like this, they're just going to be the .com version, or they're going to be your brand name. So what does this mean? It means that you can focus on building out your anchor text portfolio, and you can control it to a point where you make it look as natural as possible, which is what you want. It shouldn't look unnatural. And then when you want to actually, you know, maybe you're guest posting and then you want to send more direct anchor text to your site like SEO agency, then you can do that, because you've already sort of caked and pillowed your site enough to receive the more direct anchor text. So everything I'm talking about right now, it's nothing new. None of what I'm discussing right now is new. It's been discussed before, it's already out there, but the only thing is people have, for some reason, for whatever reason, have decided that what I'm talking about here no longer works. But it clearly does, because if you look at the top sites that are ranking either in a local area or on a national level or an international level, they all have sites that are trusted and have high authority that are linking to them. So if you think you're going to get to the top of page 1 without having high authority sites, highly trusted sites linking to you, then you're making a huge mistake. Now, let's talk about rankings. Can you get rankings with these keywords, with these links? The answer is yes. Let's have a look. So one of the keywords that we've gone for at Tip Top SEO, or you know, the company used to be called Tip Top SEO. The reason why I changed it to clicks from search is I felt like it was just a bit more brandable. The main reason why I started Tip Top SEO was it's an exact match domain, so it ranks easier. Now that being said, you know, it does rank easier because it has the word SEO agency in the name. However, there are other SEO companies with SEO agency Belgravia in their titles. So the reason why we're number 1 is because I've done nothing but build social profiles to this page. If we take a look at the page, it's extremely basic. It's literally got words on the page, couple of images, and just some text. That is literally it. It's such a blank page, and yet it's ranking. Sure, this page doesn't have this keyword doesn't have any search volume, but the point I'm trying to make is that there are other SEO agencies that have websites with, you know, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 years of age that are on this first page, and we've been able to overtake them with just social profiles. So it does work. However, please don't build these thinking that these links alone are going to get you rankings. You need to be able to build links from other websites as well. These alone will not get you rankings. However, these will act as a major boost for any other link that you build. So with all of that being said, I hope this video didn't drag on for too long. I just really wanted to dive deep into sort of the mindset behind creating these, why we create them, why they're beneficial, and how they can help you. So yeah, if you're ready to build over 80 high DA links within the next month, then click on the link in the description. We'll send you over 200 profiles that you can register within the next couple of months, and yeah, you can get started on building out your site and building out the trustworthiness and authority of your website. So I want to thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Volkan, the founder of Clicks from Search. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you're going to be missing out, because we're going to be uploading videos every single Tuesday without fail. So make sure you leave a like on this video if you liked it. Comment what you learned if you learned anything new. Maybe you've heard this like 10 times, maybe you've heard it 100 times, but maybe you just needed somebody else to explain it from a different point of view so you could actually start using it again. So let me know what you learned, and like I said, subscribe for weekly videos every single Tuesday. Once again, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.